Yeah. And your coach is taunting you. There's nothing more satisfying than a coach of Manchester United fighting the fans back. You guys are calling him a failure.
He is.
He points you he's won trophies. He's beaten bigger opponents. The fact that
what trophy has
he's been beaten by Liverpool doesn't mean that you guys can drag his name through the mud like that.
He's not the right manager for the club.
No problem.
I don't believe that he's the right manager for the club.
No problem. So Man United usually they keep faith with their coaches.
No.
And that's exactly what's happening. So
you
might have to deal with him for a while longer. No problem.
I don't have any faith in him.
Even Chelsea that last season beat Crystal Palace in and out, Otto, decided to sack Pochettino, and now drawing with Crystal Palace at Stamford Bridge. We are not complaining, but like I said earlier, we have scored all our goals against Wolves, and the strategy is that if you score all the goals now, what are you going to score tomorrow? So we could not score.
If you score the goals now, what will you score tomorrow?
Exactly. So that's what. Okay. That's why
we do everything.
So
now.
Liverpool has equally scored all the goals against.
No, they've not scored all the goals. Liverpool still have a lot more goals to score.
Anyway,
Liverpool were so disciplined on the pitch, and it was very difficult to especially go through their midfield, and it was very difficult for us to break them down.
Yeah,
it was. I mean, in the first half, we had a lot of possession.
Yeah,
but Liverpool were so disciplined, especially in their midfield and even in their defense. And
they took their chances.
The
saddest comments I read from a Man United fan, very sad. What's that? So when Club was there, Jurgen Klopp was there at Liverpool.
Yeah,
Ten Hag was also at Man United. Ten Hag couldn't beat him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, he has left and given the team to a slot, right? The new Liverpool coach, who has been in charge for barely 2 months.
Barely 2 months. And he's...
And then said he beats you, I feel very sad for that Man United fan. Because Charlie, like Ten Hag, you bought all these players.
This is the first time that Liverpool has beaten Manchester United at Old Trafford in an opening, game. Since 1975 or so.
Oh, Charlie. You were not even born.
Ten Hag.
Yeah, some Apples. Anyway, it is what it is. Half for EPL. Heartbreaks here and there, disappointment here and there.
Anyway.
But you sailed through.
Sometimes I wonder why I even bother.
You sailed through.
Yesterday, did you listen to Cheddar?
Bits and pieces.
Has he convinced you about his vision for the country? Are you convinced that?
I'm sure he's been able to convince some people. I put up a post.
He's one of the best, or he's the best person to lead the country?
I replicated a post from digital guys relative to after the NDC launched its manifesto. NDC and MPP, Mahama and Baumia, who are you voting for? So this was a post, straight 2-horse race. There were people who came under the post and were asking why Cheddar was not in there, asking why Alan was not in there.
Yeah.
And to me, that's instructive.
Yeah.
That's very instructive.
Because
so
people are considering them
as options.
Potential,
exactly.
Leaders of this country.
Exactly. So yeah, that's it. They have their own niche. So I will not sit here and discount the impact they will make. But like I said, the ultimate leveler is December 8th. That's the day after. Right? That's the ultimate leveler.
December 8th.
Yes.
As to whether or not it will be December 8th.
No, December 8th. We can tell you where it's going. That's the point I'm making. So you know, you know how many votes Cheddar is making from polling stations.
The last time, how long did it take to declare the election results?
3 days.
Took 3 days, and even that there were so many declarations that we almost lost count.
But on the second day, we had all known how it was going. But don't forget, the 2020 elections were very close, very, very close. Yeah, from parliamentary to presidential. Yeah, so I get that part. And then EC had also introduced the regional coalition centers, which didn't exist before. Yeah. So that's what brought about the delay. Yeah.
I think the regional coalition centers should not exist.
Needless.
I think they are very, very needless. And this time around, the EC should just should just do away with it. It's okay to have a constituency coalition center. That's fine.
It. And then transmit to the national level.
And then leave it there. You know, the regional coalition center. I mean, for what? But anyway, we've got the newspapers here.
Yeah.
And so, speaking about Cheddar, he finds space on the front page of the Daily Graphic this morning. Mm-hmm. And the headline is Bediako unveils 12-pillar economic freedom policy. Mm-hmm. Seeks to make Ghana powerhouse. Yeah. So that's on the front page of the Daily Graphic newspaper. So it says that presidential hopeful and leader of the New Force movement, Nana Kwame Bediako, has launched a comprehensive policy plan that seeks to transform the country into an economic powerhouse and ensure sustainable development, lift people from poverty, and build a governance structure that will allow Ghanaians to enjoy the fruits of democracy better. Dubbed the 12 Pillars of Economic Freedom, the plan focuses on 12 thematic areas, including industrialization, infrastructure development, energy, education, and good governance, with the implementation set to be achieved by leveraging the country's enormous natural and human resources, activated by strong and quality leadership with the political will to take decisive actions in the national interest. So yes, Nana Kwame Bediako says, this is what I want to do for Ghana. Yeah. Just like, we've been hearing the MPP and the NDC do. So this is what I want to do for Ghana. Yeah. And this is how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So vote for me. Make a Trump president. So that's from the front page of the Daily Graphic newspaper. Also, have you heard what the vice president has been saying in Zema?
Yeah.
I mean, the vice presidential candidate, not the vice president, the vice presidential candidate of the MPP. Have you heard what's been saying?
I've heard that. The video I heard,
it says the NDC has
doesn't link to the 8 deaths recorded in 2020. But I've seen a story that says that what Napo was saying was to downplay the fact that, or equalize the deaths recorded in 2020. That the NDC has been making noise about 8 people dying in 2020. It's the NDC that started killing people. And then he mentions names of pastors and
they killed traditionalists, they burnt mosques.
Yes.
And so if you vote for the NDC and they'll come and burn your mosque. Why?
No.
But he said it.
No problem. Yeah.
He said it.
Okay.
He said if you vote for the NDC and they will burn your mosque.
NDC should come and respond. Now and then. Which one now on our own? NDC should respond. That is that simple. Yeah.
I don't know how the Muslims out there feel about this. You are a Muslim, I do.
Yeah. Oh no,
so if you vote for the NDC will burn your mosque.
I would take this seriously, right? And I'm sure anybody will take this seriously. Maybe it's just campaign platform talk, but sometimes we must really.
We always want to hide behind campaign platform talk, and politicians will be saying all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Anyway. We shouldn't be pampering them and saying, "No, it's campaign platform." When you got on campaign platform, so then it means you can mount a campaign platform and say any and everything. No.
Yeah, but the point is, he made allegations and he mentioned names, and then the party that he was directing his allegations at, the party reserves the right to respond.
Well,
that's the point. Yeah. What if he has evidence?
That they will
all the things. No, like all the things he said. That's the point I'm making.
Okay. Anyway, collaborative efforts needed for peaceful election. That's the Speaker of Parliament speaking there. And Very Reverend Professor Samuel Jedu is the new Methodist presiding bishop.
Yeah. So it's no longer Dr. Boafo. Dr. Boafo's term is ended.
Yeah.
The man you've so often engaged on G today. Yeah.
So, that's it for the Daily Graphic newspaper.
And that was where the president spoke and said he has delivered on his mandate. So vote for Baumia to continue his good works.
Yes.
There's this quotation in the Bible. Say,
I have, fought the good fight.
Yeah.
And all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There are many people who disagree, but that's the beauty of the democracy we practice. The Guardian Times and South Story came last week. Galamsey ravaging river bodies.
Yeah, it's sad.
And to the fact that Ghana Water Company Limited isn't able to treat water.
They've told all the people in the central region that we have problems because of Galamsey. We can't treat water, properly.
But because it's free for all, right? Free for all Galamsey now, you know that, right? Nobody's fighting
everybody. Everybody is just...
Nobody's fighting everybody.
Everybody that's is just... And now it's being done with impunity.
That's because nobody's
it's
fighting.
It's being done with impunity. And our river bodies are just not what they used to be.
This is River Pra.
The River Pra.
This is River Pra.
River Pra.
It's like your water running through a feeder route. You see, when it rains and then there's running water on a feeder route, you see the color.
Yeah.
That's exactly how...
Or like a muddy pool.
Yeah. That's it. That's exactly how it is.
Charlie, we've given up against the Galamsey. I mean, we've given up on the Galamsey fight. Yeah. We are not doing anything. We seemingly are not doing... What is currently being done about Galamsey? Is there anything that is being done?
Nothing. And that's the point I was making.
At least previously, maybe you could point to a certain operation, Operation Vanguard or Operation Halt or Galam Stop or what. Now, all of those... So, is there any active policy in place to stop the Galamsey?
After elections, it will come.
Charlie?
It will come back. All right. So
the president put his presidency on the line.
Yeah.
And look at what has happened. See, River Pra. Can you imagine? The Pra River. Even the Tano River. Look at the Tano River today. Even go and look at that. And all of that.
Yeah.
Charlie?
It is what it is. It is what it is. The other headlines here. Minority opposes deployment of military to enforce grain export ban. Yes, James Agaga. And then Peter Lanchini Tobu. And then BT Baba addressed the media. And they're saying that it is a ploy to intimidate voters in border communities. Adenta NPP PC boosts police mobility. Security in community as she donates 10 motorbikes to Divisional Police Command. Don't abandon country after your studies abroad. President appeals to Ghanaian students. Don't abandon country after your studies abroad. Let me give you that story. It's a story I'm interested in.
I can tell you that.
Let me find out whether it's the country's money.
They will not listen. They will not listen.
No, if it's the country's money that is used to offer you scholarship.
Even if it is the country's money,
no, you don't have the moral right to abandon the country.
I said even if it's the country's money, they won't listen.
So listen, story by Cliff Ekufu. President Nnamdi Akufo-Addo has appealed to Ghanaians who get the opportunity to study abroad to return home to place knowledge and experiences at the disposal of their fellow citizens as part of their contribution towards national development. According to him, it was unfortunate that the majority of Ghanaians who school abroad most often than not feel reluctant to return home to contribute to the national development, while those who even return prefer to be in their private space. President Akufo-Addo, who was speaking at the 10th anniversary networking and fundraising dinner of the Universities of Oxford and Cambridge Society of Ghana in Accra last Thursday, said it was important for all Ghanaians to recognize that nation building was the responsibility of all. He explained that the task of developing countries could not rest on the shoulders of government alone, but will require the contributions of corporate entities, individuals, and alumnus groups like the Oxford and Cambridge Society of Ghana to ensure the collective development sought. President Akufo-Addo specifically urged all Ghanaians who schooled in Oxford and Cambridge universities in the United Kingdom who had returned home to use the experience and heritage they had gained in education to help solve challenges facing the country. President Akufo-Addo himself, an alumnus of Oxford University, said his government had made education not just a priority, but also the cornerstone due to the belief that education held key to success. While commending the Oxford and Cambridge Society of Ghana, he also emphasized the importance and value that such alumnus networks brought to the country. Yes, so once you get opportunity to study abroad, don't stay there. And by abroad, we don't mean doing a year in Benin. We don't. That's not what we mean. Not the University of Ghana a year abroad in Benin. When you get to Oxford, the Cambridge, the University of Pennsylvania, what have you, the Massachusetts, yes, the Michigans, come back home.
I said I'm telling them they are not going to listen.
No, but if you listen and your family will be happy with you, it's your own problem. For that one there, it's when you come, you have family meetings and then you resolve.
They ask you that they should come back and come and suffer in this Ghana. They will tell you that they won't.
Okay, so back page of the Ghanaian Times. Minority opposes deployment of military to enforce green. Yes, National Cybersecurity Awareness Month launch. So that's it for the Ghanaian Times.
Yeah. I understand that one of the EC directors in one of the constituencies or so has been sanctioned by the EC for the illegal transfer of votes.
Okay.
Yes, for the illegal transfer of votes. So that happened. And so it means that there are some serious discrepancies that have happened with regard to our voter register. And the issues that the NDC have been raising are actually legitimate issues that they have been raising, that people's votes have been transferred without their knowledge. The EC has said that they are going to take steps to rectify some of these issues, right? And I think they've handed over that particular IC director to the police. I'm trying to
so
get back to that.
So there is the open channel of voter transfer where the voter is in the know, the political parties know, and then the EC officials equally know that. Lantam, you are transferring your vote.
So it's Pusiga District. Yes. Pusiga District Director. Yeah, so Electoral Commission suspends Pusiga District Director over illegal voter transfer. So the Deputy Chairman of Operations.
You know that story?
Yeah.
Where people in Tamale, over 3,000 of them, had their vote transferred to Pusiga without their knowledge.
Yeah, and they had absolutely no idea about it. So Deputy Chairman of Operations at the EC, Samuel Tete, has announced the suspension of the Pusiga District Director due to recent illegal voter transfers. According to him, the EC considers the District Director a prime suspect as such transfers cannot occur without the involvement of a senior district official. And Mr. Tete revealed that a committee has been established by the EC to investigate how voters were transferred without their consent. He further noted that a parliamentary investigation revealed that photographs of the voters' ID cards of the affected voters were used to effect the transfer without their knowledge. And he assured that the EC would dismiss any officials found to be involved in the illegal transfers. Yeah.
There you have it. Yes, so at least some rectification, but that's what the voter...
But that's just one. I mean, the NDC has been complaining about a lot of transfers in many
that's the point, but that's a good start.
Yeah, it's a good start.
Yes, so I'm sure this was on the back of the verification that and confirmation that indeed those voters were transferred without their knowledge.
Yeah.
At Ejumaku and Yesiam, the same allegation is being made, over 3,000.
Yeah.
All you need to do is to establish that those who were transferred without their knowledge, or the transfer didn't go through the process. And I was explaining to you that the open channel of transfer is where the voter is in the know, the political parties are aware, EC officials are aware, then the transfer is done, right? Now, there is a report of a list being compiled and being given to EC officials, and they're sitting somewhere and effecting the transfer.
They're just doing the transfer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where the challenge is. And you have no idea, parliamentary election, you have no idea what 3,000 votes can do. In fact, somebody wins a parliamentary election with just 3,000 votes.
3,000 votes. People are winning by 1,000 votes.
Exactly.
People are winning by 900, 500 votes.
Yes.
So imagine if 3,000 people are transferred from a particular constituency.
Charlie.
You know, and this is serious. See,
it is.
And these are things that we shouldn't gloss over because we seem not to be taking this thing seriously. All right? We see the EC should be very, very careful because they are the ones who are in charge of executing this election and ensuring that there is no doubt left in anybody's mind that the process is a free and fair process.
Yeah.
So we need to be very careful. The EC needs to be very careful not to cause any doubt in the minds of Ghanaians, because when people do not trust the Electoral Commission and do not trust what has happened, all hell could break loose here in this country. And believe you me, we don't want to be here when people begin to take the law into their own hands and begin to do anything. Because this election could turn bloody. If these things are going on and these things are not rectified, and let's say the NDC, for example, raises some of these concerns, and it's not something that we are taking seriously and all of that, when some of these things are happening, Charlie, because maybe it is a political party that is raising these things, we need to ensure that the integrity of our elections is intact. Otherwise, when people see anything untoward going on, it could spell doom and chaos for us this election if we don't take care.
Agree.
This is not something we should just gloss over and brush aside. You see, it's like, it's not my way, I'm going to deal with it. No, it is not.
It's not.
We should be treating it with all the seriousness that it deserves, because this is serious. I can't be here. And then before I realize, on election, so just imagine some of these people. I'm here, and then I go to
election day to go and vote. They tell you
and
that
then my name is not.
Your name is not. It's not
on the register.
And you might not even know where your votes have been transferred to.
You don't know where your vote has been transferred to. Just imagine the chaos that is going to erupt
on election day.
On election day. Just imagine the chaos whenever I know that this is why I vote. This is my voter's ID card. I know that this is why I vote.
My polling station.
And up to 3,000 people
come there, and then they are told that
their names
are not there. And you can't. And the point, chances are they won't even know that they will have to go to Pusiga to go and vote.
Imagine the chaos. Imagine the chaos that will erupt. And they will say, "Why do I have to go and vote in Pusiga when I don't live there? When I don't want to? When I've got nothing to do there?" Just imagine. We shouldn't gloss over it.
Oh no, it's serious. It's serious.
We shouldn't gloss over it.
It's serious.
We shouldn't just leave it. No. Yeah, somebody has been suspended, but in the aftermath of that, what is happening? What are we doing? Are we transferring the people back?
Obviously. That goes without saying.
And after transferring the people back, what is it?
They'll have to go and verify that their names are there. No two ways about that. The EC must do everything possible to ensure that, there's trust ahead of December 7. Because looking at how the interests are entrenched and looking at the expectation from the political class, we, as citizens, the least we will expect from the process is for it to be done in a way that our peace will be secured. The stability that we enjoy. Because sometimes there are many people who don't really care about who is in power and what the person is doing. All they want is to be able to have their peace of mind, go about their daily activities and make a living. That's all that they want. The last thing anybody will want to do is to get those people a problem. That's the point. So I agree, all the concerns must be addressed, and we understand that there is a meeting scheduled with the EC, and they have asked the NDC and the political parties to compile all these lists. The parties were given copies of the transfer list, right, and the provisional register as well. So compile what you have, bring what you think is excess, and then you do the reconciliation. And if it's established that indeed these people were transferred without the knowledge of all the parties involved, obviously they will be the transfers will be reversed. It's as simple as that. I think that is assuring enough. The EC should just ensure that it carries through what does.
And actually does it. That's it. Otherwise, we are playing with fire. Daily Dispatch newspaper, the police and the media have a common goal to serve the public. That's according to IGP Dr. George Akufu-Dampare. He says that the police and the media have a common goal to serve the public. So, can NDC's Zenator Rawlings maintain her Korle seat? That is a question that is being asked. So I will see how that plays out after December 7. An August 2024 overview of the Ghanaian economy by the Minister of Finance, Dr. Amin Adam. So that's the Daily Dispatch newspaper. These are the stories that are there.
The Daily Post this morning. Dr. Clementa Park supports 2 women groups in Busa South, and the EC will walk Ghana into a disaster. Dr. Nyauta Makulo is warning, and you will have no choice but to hand over backbone to we won't hand over power mongers. And the speaker held a lecture yesterday, I'm told, in Tamale. That's where this came from. Best graduating student, oh no, that's 2 days ago on Saturday. Best graduating student from WAS 2023, given full scholarship at second edition of Susu's Best Teachers Award program. It comes with a picture of the young boy and then the member of parliament from Medina, Francis Xavier Susu. So that's it for. And then back page, Mbappe scores first 2 La Liga goals in Real Madrid win. And I'm not Harry Potter. Ten Hag defends Man United after Liverpool loss. Former Ivory Coast player Sul Bamba dies at age 39.
Oh,
yeah,
that's sad.
Yeah, that is it for the Daily Post this morning.
All right, New Crusading Guide. New Crusading Guide says Bawumia outlines big plan for women and the elderly in his 2024 manifesto. Eastern Region hosts second edition of 2024 regional town halls. Akufo-Addo leads charge for climate vulnerable countries. It's senseless to criticize free SHS, double track system, and propose a 24-hour economy. That's according to the chief of Yefri. President approves Saglemi negotiation framework and regularize our land documents. Is it Fetej Kakraba chief caution?
Fete Kakraba.
Fete Kakraba chief cautions. And then Alan Chamantin gains massive ground in Zongos with the launch of Zumunta. So that's the New Crusading Guide newspaper.
The Herald this morning. Ministers accused of lying about 8 billion Ghana cedis and soldiers on Ghana's border. Northern drought hype has sinister motives. NLA grants private lotto operators licenses. This used to be the case until a law was passed some time under the Kufuor administration to ban private lotto operators, right?
Because some of them were duping people.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah. But then I think there was also an act that said it's only the state that reserve the right to operate these lotto kind of programs. And I remember as original PO, Obri, all those things. These were thriving private lotto operators. And then obviously we had the banker to banker, which was an illegality because they were drawing on the numbers of the National Lottery Authority. Yeah. But now we're told that the private lotto operators have been granted licenses again to operate. NPP, NDC targeting each other with fake news. Mahama and Napo fall victim. Yes, I saw. And I wonder how people fell for this one. You know, on the back of what Atachian said about Bawumia being the next president who has never tasted alcohol, right? A group of people decided to draft a response to Atachian on that. And they put it on the letterhead of the NDC and then added the General Secretary's details. Yeah. And for some strange reason, many people did not even bother reading the content and scrutinizing the content. Because Atachian never mentioned Muhammad's name. So the first question you should ask yourself is, why will NDC respond? But somebody who wanted NDC to respond for a purpose decided to put together a statement. And even the Herald fell for it. And published it. And gave it oxygen. And it went viral. Until later, the NDC responded and said it was fake, blah, 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 blah. Same, I've seen a news card attributed to Napo saying Ashanti's, like some tribal kind of gibberish. And it's gone viral. People sent it to me asking whether it's authentic. I said, how can this be authentic? And so, yes, after the fake news factories, they are there. We are in an election year. Open your eyes. Okay, the other headline here. Now, Tamaklo reveals meeting with Neville Jean Mensah's husband. Yes, in the engagement with Bolare.
Yeah, on Star Chat. Yeah.
Mentioned that. Jean Mensah's husband approached him and asked him what could be done to, in a way, douse the tension in the country, especially in the run-up to December 7th. He says, so just tell your wife to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Okay. So Galamsey denies Cape Coast Elmina Ades water. Ghana Water Company Limited sends SOS to all interest groups. That is it for the Herald this morning.
All right, the Informer newspaper, elections 2024, forward ever, backward never. Imani boss advises Ghanaians.
That's Kofi Bentel.
Yeah. In this issue, 5 notorious robbers jailed. Lotto companies thumb up NLA for historic cordial relationship. Ghanaians now embracing my digitalization initiative. Bawumia reveals promises women empowerment fund and also project 24-hour nightclub policy. Reject 24-hour nightclub policy. NAPO urges electorate. So that's on the Informer newspaper.
The Chronicle this morning. Health expert warns at NPA forum. Pregnant women at high risk when exposed to smoke. And President consents to SAGLEME negotiation framework upon minister's request. A government holds second 2024 regional town hall meetings in Eastern region on Tuesday. And Bawumia NPP 2024 manifesto focuses on women and the elderly. Our quotation for this morning, Numbers 35:33. You shall not pollute the land in which you live, for blood pollutes the land, and no expiation can be made for the land, for the blood that is shed in it. So says the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Yeah.
Insight newspaper, Frima Buzia jabs President Akufo-Addo and accuses him of ruining K.A. Buzia's legacy with corruption. Russia will grow faster than any other developed country. That's according to the IMF. Corruption and external exploitation hindering Africa's progress, says Kumi Naidu. Mpox spread. Health group calls for urgent response in the wake of unprecedented deaths and destruction. And Goma Nyenyano installs new chief. So that's the Insights newspaper today.
The Daily Satellite this morning. Religion and politics. Samira to Muslims. Vote Bawumia because he is a Muslim. The other headlines here. Lawrence Ajinsam cultivate palm plantation for 2 senior high schools. And don't believe or trust all you see on social media as Lowusu. And government not obliged to employ teachers and nurses, but ... And will this man make NPP the minority party in parliament? And this man is a member of parliament for Suhum, who has declared his intention
to go independent.
Yeah.
He's not the only one who was going independent. Right?
One.
There's this lady,
Cynthia Morrison.
Agona. Yeah. She
Agona
also wants
Central.
to go into independent.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Let's see how that pans out.
Daily Statesman newspaper is what I have, and that's the final one for me. Napo, Mohammed's 24-hour nightclub is a hoax. Second regional town hall meeting set for tomorrow. NLA grants licenses to 50 new private operators. SAGLEME housing negotiations framework gets agreement, and women and the elderly high on MPP agenda. Bawumia outlines key measures to enhance welfare. So that's it for the Daily Statesman newspaper.
The Republic Press this morning. Road tragedy strikes again. 3 dead, 32 injured. And Akufo-Addo urges Methodist Church to uphold truth and justice. Black Stars coaches involved in near fatal accident. Thankfully, we told all of them doing well. 2024 elections, NPP will not kowtow to intimidation. Justin Frimpong Kodia. Ashanti region, 5 robbers jailed for robbery and carjacking. And Ghana Water Company Limited attributes water supply challenges to Galamsey activities. That is it for the Republic Press this morning.
All right.
You done?
Can I go to starfm.com?
Okay, let me give you the final
BNFT.
one. BNFT.
Yeah.
On the economy, government eyes stability in currency despite recent challenges. Wow, Charlie. The cedi to the dollar is now 16.9 in some instances. 16.9.
Can you imagine?
Within a week, we're moving to almost 17 cedis.
Can you imagine?
It's not even funny.
For $1.
Wow. I thought we had a lady over us for a while. Anyway, stop harassing foreign-owned businesses. Ghana Investment Promotion Center urges GRA. And feature Cocoa Boss financial troubles and matters arising. Mining, Bogoso and Pristia Mine commence operations. And BOG governance framework rollout to combat Momo fraud. That is it for the BNFT this morning.
So let's go to starfm.com.gh, and it says Mahama begins 4-day campaign in the Bonuis region. Ghanaian journalists sets Guinness World Record for tree hugging marathon.
Yeah.
Western region, tree hugging. So you
engage him. You engage him after.
You're engaged. I engaged him earlier before he did this.
Before he did this, yes.
So now he has a record.
Yeah. So in fact, you
World
actually played a part in this
for longest time to hug a tree.
The record also wraps off you. So you are equally a Guinness World Record holder. One or the other, of having interviewed somebody who was going to hug trees before he hugged trees and won.
This one, he hugged one tree.
Yeah, for a very long time.
For a very long time.
Yeah.
So now he holds the record.
Yeah.
He holds the record.
Tree hugger of the century.
Yeah. Western region will become the Texas of Africa. Who is saying that? Nana Kwame Bediako.
Yeah, Texas.
And also, Cheddar promises 8 million jobs in 10 years.
He'll be president for 10 years?
He says 8 million jobs in the next 10 years.
I'm saying he will be president for 10 years?
Well,
he will leave, but after that, others will come and do the other.
But the systems that he would have put in place, by the time 10 years are up, 8 million jobs would have been created.
Yeah, I think all the other parties should get hold of Cheddar's manifesto. In case he doesn't win, then they will come and implement it.
They should implement it because there are some good things in there.
What if you're creating 10 million jobs in 10 years? 1 million per year. There must be something good. But those other parties might not have his connection, so they should just co-opt him.
They should bring him into the fold. They should bring him into the fold. So that's it for starfm.com.gh. And I think we can check City Newsroom.
Yes, you're going to take us there? Or are you there already? City Newsroom. Let's see what is there. Loading.
I'm on City Newsroom already. So Akufo-Addo approves Saglemi negotiation framework. Election 2024 will ensure peaceful polls in the Utu Senya East. That's according to Hawa Kumsen. Ghanaian innovation shines at this Ghana exhibition. This is Ghana exhibition. Will create 8 million jobs in 10 years, as according to Cheddar. Suhum MP breaks away from the NPP to contest election 2024 as independent candidate. Rollins Park fire destroys shops at Zongo Lane. Election 2024, teachers in Arabic schools will be paid if I'm elected. That's according to Alan Chairman Ting. So these are the stories on citynewsroom.com today.
Yep. So that was it for the newspaper review.
Yeah.
We are back with more.
It's a Monday.
Yeah, it's a Monday.
It's a Monday.
Tired as hell.
Yeah, but Charlie, we move. The Monday energy should be there. It's 7:25 a.m.
Energy.
Maybe we should get you some coffee.
Energy. Oh, that song. Oh, you don't know that song? Energy.
Energy. What song is that?
A quick piece. So, you've not heard that? Hey, you've not heard that song?
What song is that?
Hey, you are the only soldier in Jerusalem. Emmanuel, give him that song.
Which song?
That's
who did
you
it?
don't worry.
Is it you they feel the vibe?
No, that one there. That one is there. And then there's this one. Oh, the social media content producers have been using it. The content creators, they've been using it.
The script, or is it Patapa?
Yeah. In fact, I don't even know the one who sang the song, but
because
trust me.
No,
we'll play it for you. Don't worry. We'll play it for you.